What's going on, everyone? I just wanted to do a quick video of MMEDF was my trade yesterday. It was my only trade of the week. I've been playing it really safe and just being really patient this week. And plus, just with work and everything, just me being trained with my new job. And I haven't really had a lot of time to look at the market. And so MMEDF is usually one that is it's easier for me to trade. I usually do pretty well on it. The patterns, the chart usually lines up pretty nice and trend holds pretty well, and so I'd say it's a little bit of an easier stock to trade in my opinion. And so I want to talk about this day here, which was just yesterday. It was green, so it tried to fail and break down in the morning, and then it couldn't. Put in a high at 284, and then just created this channel between 275 and 280, and so I was getting long here at 279, 278, and then I added on this dip here in the 276, 277, and I had I had a bigger position size. I had 2,000 shares, and was just really hoping we'd get some volume coming in and we get a perk past 280, and I would have loved to see it get back above 3. That was kind of my goal, was to let this thing consolidate, volume would come in, we'd get a perk above 280 and just make some higher lows into the close, and then get a gap and push above 3 was kind of my plan on this. And once I made a lower high here and then right here, I knew that this just wasn't going to do it. The volume just wasn't there, and yeah, I ended up stopping out here at 274, 275. Only $100 loss, which is not bad compared to the size I had in this. And so, I mean, I would take that every day. I just need more volume, maybe some kind of catalyst to push this higher. And so, just didn't get it. Took the small loss. I did bounce right back, but ended up failing late in the day. And so, as soon as I stopped out, I just stopped watching it. And yeah, it just got more downside to go. And I just tried to take a snipe on it, just didn't work out. And so that's just what you got to do. You got to, when you see it's not working out, just cut your loss. Take the small loss, because if I would have just been like, nah, this is going to work, this has got to turn, this has got to break 280, this is going to do it, and try to just like keep that in my head and avoid what the chart is telling me, is when you become a bag holder. And instead of taking $100 loss, I could have taken a $400 loss. And yeah, no, we don't need that. So always protect the boat when markets are slow, which I wouldn't say it's slow right now. Everything's bouncing, everything's looking pretty good. I wasn't able to make any trades today just because I had a few in mind. Today I wanted to trade MAXD. As you can see, it's just a multi-day breakout, kind of over that 12 level. I almost bought it here when it was when it was holding trend and holding VWAP, and it tried to dip, and it was just kept making higher lows. And so in here at like 11.7 is where I really thought about taking a position, but I was busy at work and I didn't have, all my size and all my money was in MMEDF yesterday, and so it's going to be back and ready to trade with tomorrow. So I didn't have much to play with today, and I didn't even really want to use any of that money. I would rather just save it for tomorrow. Wait for an ideal play, which this was a pretty nice play. I probably should have just taken it here, like I thought of. Just decided to sit on my hands, let it play out, and that's fine with me. I'm being trained for work for another couple weeks, and then I'll be off and doing my own thing, so I'll be able to watch the market and trade a lot more once I don't have somebody kind of on my back. So yeah, I just decided to sit on my hands here, let this thing do what it needed to do, and I look at everything at the end of the day when I get home, and put it all in my spreadsheets, take screenshots of everything. And so it's just nice to see that my plan would have worked on this. I most likely would have just sold into this pop here, but it did hold trend, and so I'm definitely gonna be looking for like some kind of gap and crap reversal tomorrow morning. And that's just like for first green days. That's basically just what I look for. It's an easy and like kind of pattern for me to recognize in the morning when a stock has a first green day, and then it gaps up, and then it tries to break down in the morning, but then puts in a bottom, makes some higher lows, and then breaks that morning high. I love that. That's a really bullish. I'm really comfortable trading that, and that's just kind of how I like to play second or even first green day in the morning. You know, say it's a just a first green day, and it gaps up, tries to break down in the morning, but then just people realize this is not breaking down. It's making higher lows, and it just rips, and that's how the big first green day usually happens. So not usually happens, but it's just one of the ways I feel comfortable, and I'm very confident taking it. So that's a lot of those are on my watch list for a lot of these first green days that are bouncing. I'm not really interested in playing second green days. I just really just want to stick to first green days and something ideally with some kind of catalyst or news to drive this thing. I'm looking for a reason for the stock to continue to go higher. So just really just staying patient. You know, there's a lot of plays. Every day when I'm getting home from work and I'm looking at everything, I'm seeing that there are good plays, and I'm okay with missing them because as of right now, I'm just protecting the boat. And back in the day, I would have just been like all over the place and just trying to trade things, and that's how I just slowly dwindle my account down to nothing. So I'm really just trying to stay patient, protect my portfolio, and protect my shit, and just not take any stupid trades really, especially when I'm busy at work. Just when I'm not really there and I'm not focused on the market, I just need to be focused on what I'm being focused on and at work and stuff. And when I can look at the market, I'm fully focused on the market. So it's just kind of one of those weeks. It's just kind of one of those few weeks. That's how it's going to be for me. But that's totally fine with me because, like I said, it just every day I come home and I track everything and I see how everything worked out, and I go over my watch list and how things worked out, and I go over chat rooms and see what everybody's looking at, and just review everything. And it's been good. It's been good. It helps me a lot. And just not trading anything and having that mindset of just sticking to A+ setups is a really good mindset to have. It's definitely helped me out a lot recently. So yeah, that's basically it for me. I just wanted to give my little 2 cents on MMEDF, how I kind of fucked that up. Didn't really fuck it up, but it just didn't work out. It didn't have the volume. And I think that's the key factor in that one, is there was no volume or catalyst to drive it. It's just still pretty bearish. And yeah, you just got to recognize that, cut the small loss, which I'm glad I did. So, I mean, I'd do that every time, take a $100 loss to make 500 to $1,000. Like, hey, that risk reward is there, I'll take that every time. So just kind of having that mindset with the risk reward, but just taking it into a play like this, where there's more volume. And I'm not sure if this had news yet. I'm gonna have to look. So I'm not too sure if this had any kind of news or anything, but just the volume and the dollar volume that was in here, and then just the higher lows and the trend was really nice, plus the breakout. So a lot of key factors in there to make that a really good trade. So yeah, just got, like I said, gap and crap reversal is kind of like my main watch for in the morning. Anything that's just first green day that's still fresh and fresh in the pattern, and looking for just that, see if it can have that second green day. So it's just an easy way for me to kind of trade it. It's just what I'm comfortable with. So, and I'm still learning, and I'm still tracking more setups and stuff. And I would like to be able to play stocks in the morning that don't gap and crap reversal. You know what I mean? Like maybe it gaps up and just spikes, pulls back, consolidates, makes, breaks the high of day, like the OT swizzle, something simple like that. Kind of like how MMEDF was. Not like that. It tried to break down in the morning, couldn't. Spike, made a high. And then this right here, just this consolidation, is what I love to see, because I love the risk reward. And so just the volume wasn't there. And that's something I should have recognized on my own. I did recognize it. I was just hoping volume would come in later in the day and we'd get that 280 break and start testing and breaking high of day. But the volume never came in. So if I was smart, I would have downsized when I realized that I was making lower highs here. Probably would have saved me a few bucks, but not a big deal. Just got to learn from it and just do better the next time. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good night. Peace.